Hello, coaches. Hope all is well. It's your DOC Matt Murray back with week 5 of our virtual spring 2020 season. And by now, I am sure everybody has heard or seen the unfortunate news surrounding our spring 2020 season. If you haven't, there's a statement on our website that essentially is explaining that given Governor Charlie Baker's decision to cancel the school year, and a couple of the other organizations have decided, Bays, for example, is our travel league, has decided that they will not be having a season. As a result, our Bays teams aren't having a season, and we're not having our spring 2020 season. For information regarding our refund plans, our plans for the fall, and moving forward, again, you can visit our statement on the homepage of needhamsoccer.com. Obviously, there is a lot of things that really need to be decided, need to be worked out, and I can assure you that myself, the other staff members, along with the board members, are working on all of that as we speak. There's a lot that is very fluid about the situation, and a lot of things that need to be decided for the fall and for beyond. As coaches know, this is going to impact our spring tryouts, that are our team selections for next fall and for spring 2021. This, again, is a very fluid situation. It is not something that we've had to deal with before or have experienced before, so we're very much figuring it out. As we go, we're weighing all of our options, and again, most of what we decide to do is going to be affected by outside organizations. Again, be it the governor and the different social protocols that are put on us as to how many people are allowed to congregate in one area, when we'll be allowed to use our fields, our parks again, is going to come from more than just the governor, but really that, again, falls into the town of Needham. So there's going to be a lot of things that restrict us and what we can do. We're going to do everything we can to make the most of an unfortunate situation, and we will continue to update all of you as we learn over the next month or so what kind of restrictions we have to deal with. Obviously, it's not going to be just flip a switch and we can all run back to the fields as normal. That's not really our anticipation. So we are very much planning for the slow reentry and trying to figure out what we can do, what we'll be allowed to do. So we will continue to update everybody as we know more and as those things develop. With that said, we want to transition back into focusing on the things that we can control. For now, our hope is you as coaches continue to push forward for the next 5-6 weeks, really, as our season would continue to stay connected to your teams, to continue to encourage your teams to develop and use some of the different things and resources that we have put in front of you. My role in supporting you and supporting your players certainly is not stopping. Starting next Monday, we are going to be holding virtual training sessions for all of the different players in the different programs within Needham Soccer Club, our junior academy, our Champions League players, as well as our travel players. We've split it up into a few different groups based on expected demand for this kind of environment, this kind of session for the different players at the different age groups. We'll continue to adjust as we need or as we see fit. But below it are 7 different times for different groups to get together and train virtually. It is unique, it's different, it's a really cool blend of focusing on the individual and focusing on the self-development and self-improvement, because we'll all be doing the exact same thing and you're only going to get out what you put into the session. But you'll also get that sort of team feel, club feel by all being on a session together, having those different screens light up with different players, your friends, or different people across town, your teammates joining in on these sessions, so that you can continue to feel and feed off of that energy that you get when you play or you train in that team environment. This is definitely a unique environment. It's going to be an interesting challenge for myself, for the club. It's something that we haven't done before, but as we continue to say, we have to practice what we preach. And you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. It's the only way that you can develop. It's the only way you can continue to grow, is to get outside your comfort zone, try some new things. Obviously, the bad news of the season being canceled is going to be hard for a lot of our players and kids. It's going to come with more questions. It's going to come with a lot more disappointment. We're hopeful that this might bring a little bit of joy to their face, knowing that they can still get a little bit of training. They can see some familiar faces. They can feel connected to their teammates, to their club, to their community through this game and through this platform. There's plenty of details below for how they're going to work. We'll send out more direct, specific information to each of the different programs, each of the different groups, in hopes that you'll have a better understanding of what we're trying to do. But really, this is going to be a cool opportunity for players that are passionate about the sport to get some high energy, intense soccer specific training in that one-on-one environment, in that one-on-one feel with a team and club totally behind you, supporting you, doing the same thing. So again, it's minor, but we hope that this is a way to sort of offset some of the disappointment that's going to be surrounding the cancellations of not just this season, but any of the sports seasons that your son or daughter will likely looking to participate in the spring and beyond. We appreciate everybody sticking with us, continuing to be that positive role model in your players' lives. They need it now more than ever. If anybody has any questions regarding these programs or any of our programs going forward, you can reach me directly at doc@needhamsoccer.com. If you have any questions regarding our refunds and our plans for the fall, again, a lot of it's still being worked out, but don't hesitate to reach out to Mark Beaumont, our admin@needhamsoccer.com, and he can help you with more specific questions. But in the meantime, we are continuing to push forward, continuing to try to make the most of a bad situation and be positive role models for our players. It's important for us that we try to do everything we can, as small as it may seem, as small as it may be, to provide opportunities to our players to continue to grow and to set examples by focusing on what we control, focusing on the positives, and being grateful that we have such an amazing community of players, of families, of friends around supporting each other, continuing to push forward and making the most of a truly difficult time. So we hope everybody stays well. We hope that the news isn't hitting you too hard. Stay safe, stay happy, stay connected to us, and we look forward to continuing to push through this time with all of you. We are behind you, we support you, we love you, and we'll be in touch.